Welcome, bienvenidos. This is Roxana from MetamorphosisRox, the place to be where you want more than tea and we're all purse snatching pals, charity chasers, charity pimps, GoFundMe gals, gold diggers, PayPal preachers, groupies, Venmo vixens are more than welcome. I'm not going to say all the names because that would take too long, but I thought you all would get the joke. Hi, Aaron. Yeah, let's have a little chat. Can you all share the stream, please? Because I'm afraid of touching anything on my computer because I just had to bring it back up. I'm scared. I'm just scared. I don't want to touch it. I really don't want to touch it. I'm trying to figure out a way if I can do it somewhere else. I'm trying. Hey, Jamie. Hi, Christina. Hey, Courtney. All right, just so you all know, I'm having a little bit of Schnapple peach tea on a Yoda cup, not sponsored. Wearing my Ofra lipstick, yes, sponsored. I'm going to open a Gerard Cosmetics box, yes, sponsored. And I'm wearing VC Art purple palette. I don't know what the name of this thing is. I think it's Liaison or something like that. But it's freaking gorgeous, and I totally forgot I own it, and I decided to wear it. I've been wearing it all day, so except for a little oomph that I did now because it's summer in Florida, and I have no air conditioner, and it was 105 million degrees outside. I didn't have to do much to pick it back up. Thank you, Courtney. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Larissa. I was contemplating going live. Oh my God. I had to come in late because I had to leave the phone. I couldn't touch the phone and I didn't want to go live and then have to stop, which ended up happening that we were talking when I was supposed to be live. So that's why. Hey, Susan. Pop in and say hi. Doing pharmacy math right now. Ugh, that is driving me nuts. I can understand. I'm ready to throw the damn thing out the window. No, don't do that. Your notif scared me to death. Well, I wasn't supposed to come in this late, so, Thank you, Aaron. I am in love with this lipsticks, I have to say. They're giving me, at least now I have an option. I have two options because I like Bite also, so... But my go-to are, of course, Gerard. And then now I like this one. I like a lot. I absolutely love a lot. The Bite I have are actual lipsticks. They're not liquid lipsticks. I don't know. I don't even know if they have liquid lipsticks. I like their lipsticks. Hey, Alicia. All right. So what do you want me to start with? Do you want me to start with the update, the biracials thing, or the story time? You need to tell me, because when I put timestamps on this, I need to know. I am going to put timestamps on it, and I want to know when I'm putting the timestamps on it. And yes, I'm using my notebook that Miss Christina gave me. So pharmacy is tough, but math, I don't care what math, if it's business math, whatever it is, it's annoying. So I understand. You're going to be okay. Of course you are. I'm just sitting here sipping my tea. I'll listen as I'm cleaning and doing laundry. Oh. Before I even start, there's a mess in my bed. I don't care. Just so we're clear. There's my luggage, which you all might recognize from the trip to Maryland because I had it in the bed when the trip to Maryland. There's my Gerard box, which I'm opening so I know if I'm going to take stuff or not. Hey, Molly, I don't care. If somebody has an issue with my bed being a mess, guess what? You don't have to sleep on it. But you see, my room is nice and airy. It doesn't look like a dungeon. So if you don't have a perfect home, don't come after me because I will clock you because I'm tired of being nice to you. Just saying. And yes, I'm having a hard time breathing today. So, hey, Nessa. All right. So I'm going to start with the updates because it's the easiest and the shortest thing to do. And that means 5 minutes and 25 seconds. So let's start with the updates. There will be no live streams that are scheduled, which means no 4 p.m.s, no 9 p.m.s. I'm leaving on Tuesday at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, rocks clocks. I like that. Jamie, I'm warning you because I don't know when I'm going live because for one thing, I have a change of hours. Like when I get to a certain point in the state of Florida, the hour changes. It's going to be a completely different hour from what I have now. So I'm not going to know what time it is. But if I get bored, I'm going to tell my daughter to turn the phone on, looking at the street. She can read me whatever you guys say, and I can talk. That's probably going to happen because I'm liable to get bored because it's a 16-hour drive. Just so you know. Just so you understand. Larissa, I gotta, when I was growing up, this is the setup in my house. My mom would clean the house all week long, but then on Friday and Saturday, my sister and I had to clean the house all over again. My mom was a stickler for a clean house. So when we cleaned the house, we were like, really? Why are we cleaning the house? The house is clean. But she would make us clean the house every Friday and every Saturday. I didn't understand the point because, of course, she kept it clean. Emphasis on she kept it clean. So when I moved into my own house and I realized that this doesn't happen by accident, hi Amy. Really? I don't know how people do it. It's like I clean and 5 minutes later it's already dirty. I don't know how she did it. And trust me, we didn't have carpets. All our furniture was wood, so you can see it. I don't know how she did it. I'm still trying to figure out how she did it because I don't know. And my husband's mom is the same way. So okay. So I'm not going to give you the ins and outs of what's going on. What I'm going to tell you is, for those of you who don't know, my dad passed away 4 years ago. I have one dad left, and I need to help him out. That's all you need to know. I'm not going to tell you why. And I don't care what anybody says. I'm doing what I'm doing. And I actually said they don't have a choice in the matter. I'm going. So that's why I'm leaving on Tuesday. I shall be back Saturday or Sunday. And depending on how tired I am on Monday, I might not live stream that next Monday either. So I'm going to say that the next live stream is going to be Tuesday the 28th, I believe. I think that's, you know what I mean? And that's the easiest way for me to say it because I really don't think I'm going to be in any mood to do anything until like Tuesday. So, yes, familia first. Hi, Luna. Friday. Yes, I'm having a drink as soon as I finish this. So, yes. Those Tuesdays are 9 p.m. So that'll give me the entire day to catch up on my life and then do it. So that's why I'm picking Tuesday. Am I going to live stream? I'm more than likely, but it's not going to be a scheduled thing. So because I don't want to promise you something and not deliver, I'm going to tell you that just keep an eye on your notifications. I am going to take the computer. I am going to take the phones. I'm not going to take anything else. Well, I'm going to take the cameras and stuff, but for live streaming, that's it. The camera that goes with the computer is going. The only way I'm taking a microphone is if I find the little one, which should be on top of my bed because I already started putting things that I'm taking with me, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Courtney, how's your son? What happened to Christina? Why are people giving Christina condolences? Hold on. Alessia, no. My mom would play salsa and merengue to make us clean the house. Oh, I'm so sorry, Christina. But yeah, I know that. Ugh, I hate when people die. I'm sorry, but I just don't like when people die. I'm OCD when it comes to my house and yard. I'm sure I know all my family. That's the other problem, Jennifer. I like things done my way, and nobody here does them my way, so it really stresses me out. So when they try to help me, I find them annoying. So yeah, that's another issue. He's home and doing all right. He's got new insulin. One hospital cost them 2 kg. Okay, okay, but at least he's home. That's the most important thing. Why don't I fly? Amy, I don't fly. No, thank you. No need to explain. For one thing, right now, I wouldn't fly if they paid me. Because if there's a petri dish to avoid, it would be a plane. Not happening. Normally, I don't fly because I don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel, and I don't like how I feel and I know I'm an obnoxious traveler, so I'm the kind of traveler that sticks whatever's left of her nails on the chairs. So yeah, no. Thank you, Luna. But I love your overalls. This is a dress, actually. It's a mini skirt dress. And I went out today and people were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's summertime in Florida. I am not getting dressed with a bunch of clothes." So yeah. And I fell in love with these. I got these at Kohl's. I fell in love with them and I was like, yeah, that's mine. Okay. No, this is, yeah, it is. I guess it is a checkered whatever. Yeah, it is. I don't even know what fabric it is. I can tell you it's very soft. It looks like one of those really hot, like the kind you use in winter time, but it's really, really soft and it's really, really, oh my God, it's so nice. Thank you for the hair thing. I don't love my hair right now, but I'm living with it. Yeah, exactly, Christina. It's like I am not getting on a plane right now. Forget it. Gingham. Thank you. I was about to say Gingham, and then I said I don't know how to say Gingham, so hello. But yeah, that. Hi, Lily. Hi, Pamela. Okay, so let's go to part 2. I gave you the updates. I'm done with the updates. Let's talk for a second about this whole thing that I made a tweet about because I want to get that out of the way. I'm going to read you the tweet first. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to name this when I do the timestamps because I don't want to get dinged by YouTube for talking about this. You don't have to be sorry, Amy. You asked a question. There's nothing wrong with asking a question. I'm being dead honest. I am a mess on a plane. And you know, the funny thing is the last 2 times I flew, I was fairly calm, but no, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's not a good idea. For the people that are like around, it's not a good idea. Okay, so let me get to the all right. This is the tweet that I wrote, okay? And it goes something like this. I was born from a very Spaniard looking father and a very Taino African looking mother, albeit she was a pale skin. People thought she was the nanny, even back on the island. I have a big problem with people who hate on mixed race marriages. To them, I say, first word of the day, fuck off. Now, first of all, I'm getting very comfortable cursing on social media, and that's a scary thought because this is my business, so I shouldn't be that comfortable, but I had to. It was, yeah, I had to go there. Hey, Frazzle. No, you did not miss it. I just started like 15 minutes ago. You only missed the updates, nothing else. If we're still doing a check-in, can I ask for a favor, please? Can I ask you guys to keep my family, my Aunt Marie, in your prayers? She was just put on home hospice. She doesn't have much longer to live, and we are absolutely, oh my, I'm so sorry, Susan. All right, please keep her in your prayers. Good vibes. Yellow hearts for Susan, please. Just add Susan and put yellow hearts for her, please. Or prayer hands. So I wrote, Erin, red? Really? Seriously? Really? I know you're probably posting that before I said it, so I'm okay. It's okay, sweetheart. Okay, so the reason why I wrote that, I don't know the whole story, and I'm not gonna get into the specifics of this story. Here's my issue. If somebody doesn't like a particular creator, and that creator happens to be of a particular race, and that person decides to marry somebody from another race, it is their business. And you making an entire spectacle of yourself in order to diss on those people, and in the process of dissing on those people, offending an entire group of people, because by the way, you might be African American in the United States, but considering what you yourselves call the rape of the slaves, you might not be 100% black. So you need to shut the hell up. I'm just saying. If you were born in any of the Americas, North America, Central America, South America, or the islands, the odds that you're 100% a particular race are, wow, less than 50, and I'm being nice. So for you to piss on somebody who's mixed race, it's kind of pathetic. Hi, Janice. It's kind of pathetic. Let's start there. Second of all, it is nobody's business who anybody marries. It cracks me up that people want to talk about, oh, we need to end racism and all this other stuff. But if a person doesn't go with the same race, they're wrong. But if a person says that they would rather date somebody from a particular race, they're also wrong. Make up your freaking mind. Because I can't help but notice that if anybody says that they have a preference for Latino women or Asian men or whatever, ooh, they're fetishizing and they're being racist against their own race and all this other baloney. But when somebody does not do that, oh, I can only date people from, oh, well, you're discriminating against everybody else. The hell? I mean, can we please stop? Please stop with the stupid. Just stop. You know, my dad was very white. And when I say white, my dad couldn't even, well, it's a stereotype, I realize. A racist one. But my dad couldn't dance to save his life. Love him to death. He could only do merengue. He couldn't do salsa. He couldn't do, had a great time pretending that he knew what he was doing, mind you. Because my dad would not sit anywhere. He would party like an animal. He loved hanging out with people. He loved people. He loved music. He absolutely, you know, in my house, we play music all the time. But he couldn't dance to save his life. My mother, on the other hand, oh, she could dance. And she could sing. And she could do many things that he would never be able to do. Race is a construct invented by Europeans to justify their enslavement of other races. Of others. Race does not exist. Culture does, but it is not the same thing. Well, Molly, is this really simple? There are 550 million, and I'm exaggerating, obviously, breeds of dogs. Do you think the dog gives a damn what breed they are when they like either fight or hang out with another dog? No, they don't. They don't give a crap. But we, for some reason, we have to make a big deal out of it. And it gets tiring after a while. It's like, my parents were the perfect example of two people that should have never been together. My dad was from Old San Juan, and if you don't know, for those of you who don't know, Old San Juan is where the rich people started and where the Spaniards started, and then the rest of the island was full of criollos, which were the not so white people. There were pockets like Arecibo and Ponce where there were a lot of really white people, but the rest of the island was very mixed. My mom was from Guanica. Guanica's a beach town close to Ponce, but not close enough that they have a lot of white people. Let's just say it that way. And they shouldn't have never met if it wasn't because my dad's father fell in love with my mom's aunt. And so they grew up basically, they knew each other since they were kids. Loved each other since they were kids. They met, they decided to get married when he was 11. He told her, I'm coming back when I'm 22 and I'm marrying you here. And he did. And I've told this story before. I don't understand this whole idea that people cannot love whoever they want to love. And by the way, this goes for race, this goes for gender, this goes for anything. Love whoever the hell you want to love, because life is too fucking short. Which leads me to the story time. Let's talk about the story time, because I really want to talk about this. Now, if you were paying attention and you were looking at my Twitter, and if you don't have Twitter, you don't have to pay attention, obviously. But if you were looking at my Twitter, I said, and here comes cuss word number 2. You don't choose who you love, you choose who you fuck with. And I'm not talking about actual screwing. I'm talking about who you mess with, who you hang out with, who you play with. Let's put it that way. My parents weren't allowed to marry. My dad is Muslim and my mom is a Catholic. Yeah, I've heard that story before. What has been created can be destroyed, i.e. we can stop with race. Yes, I am all for that, Molly. They still did, though. Yep. And I'm pretty sure they made beautiful babies. Much like Italians versus Siciliano. Yeah, yes, I know all about that. But that's because I have a thing for Italians. I love that country. If it was up to me, I would go right now and stay for a couple of years over there because I love Italy. Problem with dating. So let's start with a little story time, shall we? How many of you, by show of fives, who wants to hear the story time? Because I'm dying to tell it. Yeah, if we go by the picture of Janice, she's gorgeous, so. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, if this goes well, I might do more story times. The only next time I might actually talk about myself. I'm not talking about myself today. I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care. I'm going to talk about some friends of mine. And, well, let's just say I might get in trouble for this. But I want to tell the story because for some reason, the topic of love is love has been like going up. Amy, I don't know what your question was, sweetheart. Hold on, I'm looking. You're gonna have to explain it to me because I don't know. Who am I talking about? Okay, I'm confused with the talking about and the drug thing. So you're gonna have to tell me again, babe. So here's the thing. Lin-Manuel Miranda once said, love is love is love is love is love. Okay? And you're welcome, sweetheart. I'm a big believer in love. And sometimes when I see things that I don't even know how to tell the story without getting teary-eyed because there's so much going on. It's kind of weird. Brown skin, nappy hair, light green eyes, mix of northern Italiano and southern Siciliano. And girl, that sounds like a beautiful combination, though. I digress. You got here for the story time, so you're good. I don't person date with drug. Oh, well, that's different, Amy. That's very different because if you don't want to be with somebody because they have a drug problem, that is definitely a prerogative. And I understand that. What I'm saying is an average person with average problems of any denomination should be able to be with, and I'm about to give you an example, should be with anybody that they want to be with. So I'm going to get into the story time so you'll understand that I'm insane and I'm getting in trouble for this. But I can't. So I have these friends. I've known these people for way too long. I'm not going to say how long because I'm going to age myself and them, and that would be bad because I'm already getting in trouble for this story. So the thing is, these two people met a long time ago. I already knew them. And I guess they fell in love, but they were too young. So, you know that expression, you're from the wrong side of the tracks kind of thing? This is that example. They were from two completely different worlds. They didn't know what they were doing. They were young. They were stupid. And it didn't work out. As you can imagine. She loved him to death. He was a kid. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'm not supposed to pick sides because I know these two people and I love these two people, but I am going to pick sides in a minute and you'll find out why. Anyway, I'm from the wrong side of the tracks myself. You are? I digress. I guess now I am, but back in Puerto Rico I wasn't, but that's a long story. I always felt like I was anyway, if that makes sense. I always felt like an outsider, and I always felt like I was the pretend good. I don't even know how to explain it, but I felt like a imposter, I guess. So I always hung out with the people from the wrong side of the tracks because I thought that's where I belong. Now, when you're a kid that barely speaks English, coming to America, embrace, I looked at the spitting image of my mama and papa, the best of my. Yes! Hi, Brandy. So the thing about it is that these two people grew up. And let me go back for a second. When the whole thing ended, she stopped eating. I'm not going to get into very much details because number one, I don't want to get into them. And number two, that I don't know them. But she stopped eating. And I don't know if you know anything about that kind of situation, but I know because I dealt with it. You deal with that for the rest of your life, which is why I've always said, because I had EDs, that I can identify with people that are in recovery from addiction because I feel like EDs are very close, if not exactly like addictions, because you're trying to control something with something that you can't control. Anyway, bottom line is it took her like 2.5 years to get over it, and it wasn't that great how she got over it, but I digress. Anyway, long story short, fast forward, they meet again and they start hanging out again. And once again, wrong side of the tracks. Um, I'm trying to say this without saying enough that I don't get in trouble for saying this. Anyhow, once again, she falls head over heels and he doesn't. And to be honest with you, if he does, we don't know. But why am I laughing? I'm laughing because I know stuff that y'all don't know. And anyway, bottom line is that this is what happens. First of all, let me start by saying that I absolutely adore these two people. I adore one of them more than the other. But let me put it to you guys this way. My friend, the guy, has an ego the size of Mount Rainier and insecurity the size of Mount Everest, if you know what I'm trying to say. And so he plays a big game, but he's really insecure. And the reason why I say that is because both of us, my friend and I, see so much potential and so much talent and so much ability and so much. I mean, this person is really smart, and I don't think he knows how smart he really is. And unfortunately, hey Meg, and unfortunately, when you don't know how good you are, it doesn't matter how much your friends think you're good. Um, there's nothing we can do. You're gonna be acting stupid and being stupid for the rest of your life because you're stupid. Because you don't believe in yourself, not because you're really stupid, is what I was trying to say. The other thing is, I have this theory. This is how I deal with my friends, and I don't know if y'all feel this way, but my friends are if you're my friend, like in real life, I have two types of friends. I have the friends that are friends, but I have my good Judies, I guess is how I can explain it. And it's a group of like maybe 8 or 9 people. I will go to heaven and hell from those people. But all my friends I treat with a lot of respect because I believe in friendship. I believe in the love of a friend. So I treat these people with respect. I don't believe people are toys, and I don't believe that friendships are games. My friend, on the other hand, I'm talking about the male, and I'm thinking it's because he got hurt when he was young and he doesn't trust himself to really care about people the way I know he can. He thinks people are toys and friendships are games. And of course, he thinks this whole thing with her is a game, which you're a dumbass. But anyway, bottom line is that these are the rules of the game, okay? So I don't know what he did this week because I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to know. But I was talking to this person, and she says to me, and I was very shocked by what I heard because I'm trying to analyze. I'm really bad at this. I try to analyze everything everybody tells me, and then I'm probably analyzing it wrong. So if I am, please let me know. But she looks at me, she says to me, I love this man more than I love myself the first time around. Do you really think I was going to make the same mistake twice? I don't know what he did, but he pissed her off. He done pissed her off pretty good. And I'm like, and I've been watching this go by, and they were doing really well. And then the last 3 months has been a disaster. And I kept telling her, just leave him, leave him, leave him. And she would be like, well, I am. And then she would start hanging out with him again. I was like, I'll have patience. I'm like, don't bitch if you're going to go back. I mean, seriously. So I don't know what he did, but he pissed her off. So I have one of two theories. Either she really is trying to convince herself and everybody else that she's over him, or she really is over him. And the reason why I said that is because remember when I told you guys that he thinks everything is a game? I said to her, why don't you just play the game? Because we both know he's not going to like it. This is the kind of person, and I'm going to give you an example of the kind of friend this person is. If you call him or you text him and he doesn't answer you for 2 or 3 days, it's okay because it's him. But if you don't answer, you pay like a mofo. Because I remember one time I didn't answer the phone, and I started receiving. And I some point 3 hours later, I called back because I saw that I missed the call. You couldn't call me, and I'm like, no, I was busy, and you couldn't text me and let me know that you were busy. Okay. I'm sorry, what? So I know if she plays him the way he plays her, he's not gonna like it. But I said, no, he's not a Cancer. But why are you saying that though? Anyway, you need to explain that to me because I don't know anything about Cancers. I know about Virgos and Scorpios, a little bit about Capricorns, and maybe a little bit about Geminis. But other than that, I'm out of all that stuff. So the thing about it is, I told her, I said, why don't you play the game just like he's playing you? He's not going to like it, and one or two things is going to happen. Either he's going to figure out how bad it is, and he's going to be like, you know what, we should try to figure this out instead of being this crazy to each other, or he's going to say, fuck it, and leave. Either way, you win. That was my advice. Maybe I'm being an idiot, but that was my advice. And the answer that came, when I was like, I'm going to get a drink because I know. The answer I got was, Frazzle, you're a Gemini? Oh, Lord. The answer I got was, how do you know I'm not playing the game already? My jaw hit the floor. I don't know what is going on, but I'm going to tell you right now. I know my peoples. Okay? I know my peoples very well. I think he done fuck up. And this is the sad part about this. Yes, ma'am. Geminis are dual personality. Don't I know it? Here's the thing. And this is the sad part about this whole story. On paper, these people don't match at all. Okay? She's insane. He's a pain. But I know that these two people are actually perfect for each other. The only problem is, and this is why I say you don't choose who you love, you choose who you fuck with. The guy is one of these people that thinks he has all the time in the world to do whatever he wants to do. And he keeps telling her, let the river flow, let the cards fall where they may, let play the game, roll the dice, blah, 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 because everything is a game. What he doesn't understand, and this is the sad part about this, is that she's running out of time. Technically, she's not running out of time. She's living on borrowed time. And this is my friend, which is, I told you guys I picked the side. This is why I picked the side. I want her to be happy because there's not that much time left. And, oh my God, cats, seriously, y'all are Gemini? I feel sorry for you. I want her to be happy for what she has left. Even if they're just like kids dating and they don't do anything. I'm not going to get into the specifics. Okay, please don't ask me. I want her to be happy. And yeah, I'm selfish because I want my friend to be happy. Sorry. Hey, Nessa. So yeah, she should just be happy while she can. I know, honey, but I think she's trying to fool me into believing that she's over him, and I don't think she is. I don't watch Samantha March. I don't know who Samantha March is, by the way. I feel bad for her. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm very overprotective of my friends and my people, and I just... And the sad part is I adore him too. I adore both of these people. And I wish they would just be happy for what's left. It's not that much time. I mean, it's funny because when you say people don't have that much time, I don't know how long. Neither does she. Neither does he. He thinks he has all the time in the world, so he definitely don't know. There's no need for games or fronts. Maybe she doesn't want to be hurt. I don't know. I'm not gonna get in the middle of that. I'm just telling the story time because this is the reason why I told you all this story time. Um, sometimes people are afraid of doing what they want to do. Sometimes people are afraid of just opening up to whatever. And sometimes people are too selfish to realize that it's not just about you. That makes sense. There are days when I think he actually cares about her, and there are days when I think that he wants everything for himself. And I feel so bad for her. Because if that's what it is, she's never gonna be happy, and she doesn't have that long. It's okay, Susan. You keep doing homework. Stop. Stop. Just go do your homework, woman. Um, Pisces are the best people. No, the best people are Scorpios. Because I'm ready to sting a motherfucker. Just because he's messing with my girl. I'll say it. And I love him to death. But not sure who or what's going on. Frog, you just got here. You don't know. I'm just giving a story time. Um, I don't know. I feel like people, so, you don't choose who you love. You don't choose who you fall in love with. And that's something that I've always said. I think about my dad and my mom when they were like little kids. I came in my dad was a blonde and he had like brown green eyes. And my mom was like café con leche. And she was just gorgeous because my mom was a hottie. Hey, Michelle, my mom was a hottie. But my mom was also very spicy. I got that from her. And I can just imagine these two little kids who shouldn't have been together for any reason whatsoever. And they made it happen. And then I see my friends who are the exact reverse. Because in my friend's situation, he's the dark skinned one and she's the pale one. And he's the one who's not from the greatest part of town, and she's the one who had the good upbringing and all this other stuff. And that's no reason for you not to be with somebody. Janice gave the example. Sometimes people look at so many stupid things not to be together. And at the end of the day, you should do what makes you happy. Or at least I would if I had that situation. It better stay in Houston and not go to Dallas. That's all I have to say. I digress. I remember going on vacation with my mom. He refused to unload the car for 20 minutes. But it is what it is. And, at the end of the day, if you love somebody, I don't care if they are not your same race, if they're not the right gender, if they're not the right whatever, religion, country, education, whatever it is, just do it. My papa and my mama, they were so stylish, but we all knew my mama 4'11" was mightier than most. My mom was 4'10". Well, she's now 4'9". But my mom was 4'10". My dad was 5'6". And hey, Jamie, welcome back. And I'm telling you, my parents were like, if you looked at them, you were like, what the hell were these people thinking? But they worked. It worked for, hold on, 2016, 15. 1952 to 2015. Do the math. I think it's 63 years. And of course, these people don't have 63 years left. They might not even have 2 years left. And that breaks my heart. But, and before you ask me, I'm not going to get into the specifics, but there's nothing anybody can do about this. So it is what it is. We wasn't going to get married due to an age difference, but everything, some music, we think alike. Met 3 months later, married. This will be 24 years in October. Exactly, Frog. And that's what I'm talking about. People don't give each other a chance for many reasons. You might have been hurt by somebody before. You might be in a situation that you don't want to get out of because you're too lazy to try or because you're scared. And I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying in general. There's a lot of people right now that are living miserable lives because they're afraid to live the life they want to live. And sometimes we have all the time in the world to make that mistake, but sometimes we don't. And that's all I'm saying. We only have one life, and it's not as long as we think it is. I mean, I woke up one morning and 30 years have gone by, and my daughter is almost 30. I remember when I had my baby. I remember when I miscarried the baby before my baby. My mom met my dad when she was vacationing in another country. They fell in love, and he moved to Canada to be with her. That's love right there. Team this year is never allow your pride to tell that one you connect with that you love them. I was the sick AF one. He left before me, and I was his last call. Oh my God. Are you serious, Luna? I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. You don't know. I mean, I don't want to be like melodramatic, but I'm getting in a car on Tuesday. I don't know if I'm coming back. You don't know. I mean, if we're going to be realistic and not melodramatic, I could go to bed tonight and not wake up tomorrow. I'm not trying to be melodramatic, but the reality is none of us know how long we have left. And it really sucks to see somebody, and I really hope I'm wrong and she is over him, because I would rather, but I don't think I am. Life is borrowed time. Yep. And when you know that it's already borrowed, and some people are more borrowed than others, if that makes sense. So, way to bring down the room with that story, huh? I mean, it's not a bad story if it has a happy ending. I don't know that it's going to have a happy ending, because I think people are too stubborn and set in their ways, and they're both stubborn as hell. And I think she would rather go to her deathbed pretending that she doesn't care, just so she can be over it. You know what I mean? You're the same or not? Nessa, you're Vanessa too? Well, duh. Nessa Pie. Vanessa. Duh. I'm my brain's not working anymore. You have to understand, I've spent the last 3 days trying to figure out if I'm gonna make this trip or not. Now that I know I'm making this trip, I'm freaking out because I have to leave the entire apartment looking super pretty before I get back. So yeah. It was a great story. It wasn't too sad at the end, because I kind of feel like I kind of brought down the room. It's so sad though. We played too much, not realizing how precious it all is. Let me tell you something. I digress. And maybe it has something to do with my own perspective. Let me give you, because some of you haven't been here long enough to know the whole story. I have two brothers. Rafi was 14 years older than me. Eddie was 10 years older than me. Eddie, the second one, was the closest one to me out of we all had, in a certain way, we were all close because, like, my sister is 3 years separate from me, and we went to the same schools and whatnot. Bye, Amy. Um, my brother Eddie was 10 years older than me, but we were very similar on a lot of things, including the fact that we love men. And then Rafi was 14 years older than me, but because when I had, like, you know how when you're a little kid, you kind of sort of don't know what's going on until there's a year, maybe year 5 or 6, when you finally figure out what's going on. By the time I figure out what's going on, he was in the military. So I didn't see him until I was like 7 or 8 or whatever. And he came back. So when the second one, the one that's 10 years older than me, was 39, he passed away. And to me, that was so devastating because that's the one I told you guys that was supposed to go on the trials for the AIDS Medicaid, the cocktail. And he didn't make it. And all I kept thinking, and by the way, to this day, I still talk to my brothers, especially Eddie. And Eddie was a great designer. If you've ever seen the pictures I've posted of like dresses, that's Eddie. And he could draw. He was very artistic. He was also very talented in music. He created his own music. And I love my brother to death. But I always, like, if something happens, like, I know he would have loved Game of Thrones. Let me put it to you that way so you understand where I'm going with this. My brother was a Star Trek freak. Ironically, he was a Star Trek freak. Rafi was a Star Wars freak. But they both like Star Trek and they both like Star Wars. It's just that one liked one more than another. So, Jamie, that's funny. So when my brother died, he was 39, and I was like kind of flabbergasted and thinking to myself, what the hell? He was a baby. He was a baby. Of course, I was 29. And hey, Linda, how are you? Finally, girl. He was too young to die. Okay. Then in 2000, 4 years later, the older brother, who had just turned 47, I should say, died. So neither one of them made it to 50. And it haunts me to this day. Yeah, we're still alive. Coco. To this day, it haunts me that both my brothers were that young when they died. Because at this particular point in time, I'm 53 years old and I'm older than either one of them. And we don't know how long we have. I had a friend that was 52 years old when he died. That's the one I told you guys about, that he died in his apartment. Nobody knew for a week. They found him because of the smell. 52 is still young because I'm 53 now. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm older than Rafael when he died. You don't know how long you have. And it's one of those things that bothers me, that people waste so much time because, oh, we have time. We have time. No, motherfucker, you don't. You really don't. And mind you, I have wasted 3 years of my life laying in that bed. And you guys were here for most of it. My mom was only 58. That's so young, and she wasn't ready to die. Exactly. My dad passed at 34, Nessa, and my mom at 45. Oh my God, Nessa, I'm so sorry, sweetie. It was a huge deal when I made it to 35 this year. Let me tell you something. Every time I made it to the year where my brothers passed away, I was like, oh my God, I'm still alive. And then I had this thing because one was 39, one was 47. So when I got to the year in the middle of those two, I was like freaking out because I made it to the average of the family. So I know how you feel. And when you get to 45, which is when you're 46, which would be older than your mom, it's also going to be like freaky. because I know how you feel. My dad was less than 2 months shy of 50 when he died. Oh my God, Molly. Linda, I knew. But you know, you all are proving my point. Hey, SD. I am so sorry for all of you, for all of your losses, because I know. I mean, I know when my dad died, and my dad was 86, and I felt like the world had come to an end for me. I was like, because he kept telling me he was going to die. My dad was one of these people that everything, oh, I'm going to die this year. I'm going to die this year. And he will keep on going. So, of course, when he actually died, I didn't believe he was dead, because he always pulled through. He always did the thing. And so I cannot imagine with you guys, most of you having people that were not even 50 yet, and some of you having people in their 50s. I cannot imagine living through that. Because I know when my dad passed away, I just wanted to. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Yeah, Molly, exactly like that. He would, when my brothers passed away, he was going to die that year. Then when something happened in Puerto Rico and a particular governor was going to, we knew he was going to win, and we didn't want that person to win. And they won. And my dad was like, well, I'm not going to vote because I'm not going to be here. And you're like, yeah, okay. And he was. So to me, that was a shocker. But it really doesn't matter, because the bottom line is this. You want me to tell you something? My dad was 86 years old. He had leukemia. He was living with leukemia, and he was going. Like, his brain was not there all the time. So I have a feeling, and they had warned us that because of the leukemia, he was going to develop something similar to Alzheimer's. So we knew that was coming. But my dad still had plans of doing things when he died. And that's the part that people don't understand. We don't know when we're going to die. And life is not as long as you think it is. Even for somebody that's 86, life goes like this. I was 7 when my dad passed, and 13 days after my 21st birthday when my mom went. It was hard, but I had my grandparents, but they are both gone now too. Oh my God. Nessa, I had a friend that was telling me when my dad started going bad, I ran into her and we were talking about this, and her mom died when she was like, I think she was 30 or 27. And I remember her telling me, based on how I was reacting, she's like, in a sense, I'm glad that it happened now and not when it's happening to you. And I can see that too, because it's like the longer you have them, the longer you want to have them, if that makes sense. So I got you. I woke up next to my late fiance when I was 26 and he was 40. I had to take his arm off from being wrapped around me when he went to sleep. Oh my God, that's crazy. That is something hard to get over. By the way, just so you know, let's see, the reason why we're talking about this is because I was telling the story about these two people that I know, and one of them thinks he has all the time in the world and she doesn't. That's why we're talking about that. I was 31 when my dad died. The two of us knew it would happen, but I still wasn't ready. He was 63. Ming, that is the thing. I've lost both my brothers and my father. And I can tell you that all three of them had illnesses, so we knew it was coming. All three of them. And if you tell me, were you ready? My answer is always going to be no. I mean, I saw my brother, my older brother, go from over 250 pounds to 99 pounds in less than 6 months because of the disease he had. Which, by the way, his disease is totally curable right now, but it wasn't then. Same with my brother, my second oldest brother, who had AIDS. Totally livable condition now, but it wasn't when he died. So my cousin and best friend lost her mom in June 2017, age 58. Then her dad, January 2018, age 69. Then her son, August 2018. Oh, I remember you telling me about this. She's freaking out that I need 2 surgeries in 6. But you can't. That's the thing. You can't promise her because let's be clear about something. And I don't mean to be like a bearer of bad news or a melodramatic like we could all die tomorrow. I mean, look at this whole thing with this disease, virus, whatever the hell. We can all die tomorrow. I mean, the world can get tired of us and just blow up tomorrow and we'll all be dead. I can't. Maybe it's because both my brothers died young and I already outlived them. Maybe it's because I spent 3 years in a bed and I'm tired of being living in a box. But I can't wait. I can't sit here waiting for people to do or things to happen or whatever. My heart goes out to all of you. Coco, I agree with you on that one. I have survivor's guilt. I lost my mama in my 20s. My papa stood by me. His baby was in a coma 3 years after my recovery. Out of the blue, he died cancer and he was never sick a day in his life. Luna, I have an uncle that had that happen. It's like he was never sick. I don't remember if he had like a surgery for something stupid. And within 3 months, he was dead. Never sick a day in his life. Those are the worst because you're healthy. Am I being a killjoy? I don't know. Maybe. I just, it frustrates me for people to live their life that they have all the time in the world because they don't. And, I'm talking about these two people who love each other, or maybe one of them loves the other and the other one doesn't. But at the end of the day, one of them thinks he has all the time in the world and she doesn't. And the sad part is she's told him to his face, but he thinks she's joking. He's not taking her seriously. So I've given him a couple of hints myself and he doesn't get it. And my problem with this whole thing is, technically speaking, he's not getting any younger either. So he could go too. I don't know. You know what I mean? So you don't have all the time in the world. If you want something, you better get it now while you can because you might never get it. That's the way I'm living my life. You think I'm going to shut up. I live for the moment since mom died. I changed, got rid of fair weather friends. Linda, I'm in that process because I am very much, I'm going to open the box while we're talking because I was supposed to unbox this and I totally forgot. I might as well do it while you all are here. Yes, sponsored is Gerard Cosmetics. Here's my philosophy, and you know this because we've talked about this. I don't know how long I have left on this earth because I don't. But I can tell you this. I don't want to spend one more minute because I spent 3 years laying on a bed thinking about what if and not enjoying whatever I have left. So, yeah. What is this? Ooh, okay. I know why I bought this, so y'all gonna have to my papa saw me through the worst moments in survivor's guilt is that me being in a coma for so long after losing my mama. I have guilt for the stress I put on him. But Luna, you can't think that way, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. I absolutely understand what you're saying, Rox, and everyone else. I live with it every single day. When you lose enough people in your life that you're close with or you're taking care of your whole world, and they aren't going to be here much longer, it puts a lot of things into perspective for you. That is why I'm doing the pharmacy tech program. Exactly. I remember when my step cousin died at a party at 16. That was really sad. It made me the news, which was worse because her mother couldn't put the TV or radio on without hearing her. Oh my God, that's horrible. I'm the same boat as you, Rox. I need to hit my breaking point too so I can start living again. Chronic pain sucks ass. Well, you have to understand, I did that for 3 years and then this whole crazy thing happened, and Linda's a witness to that because Linda saw me going through a mall bitching that I was in pain, and she would tell me you need a wheelchair or you need a walking stick, And I was like, I am not. And she can say that I kept saying no. I got this brow bar to go, which I think I have another one, but I can't find it, so I order it again. Life is too freaking short. I want to do so many things, and I just don't want to accidentally drop something. I'm not. Now, I know it's kind of ironic that I'm saying this. I am a stubborn ass. I don't deny that. I will never deny it. I know this is not the year for this, but it's... And I'm taking this sucker with me everywhere because that is so soft, it's not even funny. And the reason why I order all this is because of this. Hi, Miss Cybercamp Bam. This is the new toy for Gerard. What is it called? Clean Canvas. I will be testing this before I leave because I want to do the pictures with the Ofra, and I'm going to put makeup on my eyes. By the way, this is now primer. I am shocked how well these held. And one more time for you, this part is no sponsor. This is VCR. I totally forgot that I had that purple thing. What does it say? What does what say? Clean Canvas? Brow bar to go, and then the GC Squad is what it says. Gerard Cosmetic Squad. GC Squad. It is so swaffed, but I knew that already because somebody I know has one. Takes me a while, but when I've had enough, I'm done with people for good. I am an idiot when it comes to friends. I will forgive them many things. There's some people that I love in my life that should have been given the boot a long time ago, and they haven't, and this is the year. I'm done. And going back to the topic of you love who you love, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you just started listening to me 2 seconds ago or if you've been listening to me for the whole hour and 7 minutes I've been talking. If you really want something or someone and you're afraid, you're too settled in your ways, you're procrastinating, I guess is the word I should use. Her name's not Jacob. Her name's Lindsay. Don't give up. Just go for whatever your dream is. Because before you know it, you'll be like me and love your hair color and makeup. Thank you, sweetie. And this is not the best lighting because I have this ridiculous light on me. So, but thank you for saying that. I am not going to be on camera when I come back, just so you know. Sorry. And the videos that are going to be playing while I'm gone are not with my face on them. I'll come back. I just need a break. Coco, I had to, after the day we had yesterday, and by the way, if you listen to the beginning of the live stream, you're going to hear like 6 or 7 of the names that we picked yesterday, because I figure I will start with that. Hey, Adele. Thank you. Thank you, Coco. I'm just saying it because I feel bad for what's going on. And I know, listen, I'm going to get in trouble with her for saying it. I'm going to get in trouble with him for saying it because they're both stupid. Because if he doesn't care, he should leave her alone. And if he does care, he should let her know. Because she's going to go. I have a feeling that even though she cares more than she's willing to say, she's going to go and she's not going to talk to you anymore. And you're an idiot for letting her go. It is what it is. It's not a, well, it's a break from social media, but it's not a, well, I'll be on Twitter. I can guarantee you I'll be on Twitter, not on Tuesday, not on Friday, not on Saturday, but I'll be on Twitter most of the time. And of course, when I get out of the car to take a break, I'll be on Twitter to find out what, because we all know this is going to happen, that because I'm not going to be on all the time, all hell is going to break loose, because it always does. So if y'all thought Carmageddon was over, let's keep it real. Every time I go on vacation, something really big happens. So I think Dramageddon 3 is going to continue. Sorry to burst your bubble. Adele, I was telling a story of a couple of friends of mine that were like puppy love, and then years went by, and then they reconnected. That's the word I want to use. And he thinks he has all the time in the world. She doesn't. And he doesn't treat her like crap, but he doesn't treat her the way he should treat her. She deserves better. No, Rox, we can't take this. What? More Dramageddon? I'm telling you, every stinking time. Oh, where am I going? Adele, I'll tell you in a second. Every stinking time I either go on vacation or say I'm going to go for a couple days, all freaking hell breaks loose. You know it does. Listen to this live. Maybe you need to give both of them a dose of dry, raw common sense. I can't, because I'm a friend and I'm supposed to be unbiased and support both of them. Although we all know who I support. Adele, I'm leaving town on Tuesday. I'm driving to Texas, and I'll be back probably Sunday or Monday, Saturday. I don't know. And then I'm going to be back online on Tuesday. If I finish editing, because I got to be honest with you, they're all in some stage of editing. They're not finished. You might get videos the week I'm gone. You're going to get at least one. But here's the thing. Patreon has to get it first. So, and I'm going to make a video for Patreon exclusively tomorrow. So, and I probably post it as is. I'm not going to edit that. Jesus. Okay, this light is blinding me. We love a friend who demands the best for their loved ones. I do. I love them so much. But, you know, I'm so tired of people. Have fun. Oh, it's not a fun trip, sweetheart. It's an emergency trip. I'm helping somebody that's very ill. And it's a long story, but it's my father figure and he's not well. Nessa, yes, I'm going to Texas, but I'm going and I'm coming right back. So, hey, Dev. But it's okay. That long sigh, I felt it only because I know I can't go around slapping people. Thank you, Luna. That's how I feel. Thank you so much. I would like to slap a couple people upside the head and say, for the love of God, you don't have as much time as you think you do. And that's true for everybody. And if I can leave you all, because I'm about to leave because this light is blinding me and we've been here for an hour and 13 minutes, I want you all to understand something. I'm going to repeat myself because some people claim that I repeat myself. Go back to Guru Gossip and whine about how much I repeat myself. Fuck you, by the way. If you want something, I don't care if you're 10, 100, 58, 78. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you want. I don't care who you want. If you want something or someone, unless it's something illegal, obviously, because I don't want predators here. I'm talking about regular people. If you want something or someone, tell them how you feel. If they don't feel the same way about you, at least you told them, because there's nothing worse in this world than to keep that inside of you for the rest of your life. Now, if you have complications in your life, and you're not happy, get rid of your complications and be with the person that you want to be with. If you don't have any complications and you're just being a stubborn old goat and you just want to pretend like you don't care because your ego is bigger than your size, then you need to remember, again, you don't have as much time as you think you have. You've been told. We've been telling you that for, I know how long we've been telling you that. None of us have as much time as we think. So weird and lonesome, this social distance. Yes, it is. But we have to do what we have to do. So if you love somebody, tell them today. And because we're social distancing, do it through DMs or whatever, tell people that you love them. Tell people that you do care about them. Because somebody might need to hear that today. Rox said you're an old goat. Tell her you love her already. I don't think it's an issue of him telling her. I think it's an issue of believing it. Because I posted something yesterday, and I'm going to end it on this. I posted something yesterday, which I thought was hilarious, and somebody said they wanted it on a t-shirt, and I might make a t-shirt with this. And I said, if you blow sunshine up my ass and call it a rainbow, don't be surprised that I don't believe you or that I don't trust you or something like that. And yeah, he likes to blow sunshine up her ass and call it a rainbow. So she doesn't believe anything he says in terms of feelings. But it's his own fault because he has the ego. His ego is bigger than Mount Rainier or Mount Vesuvius, whichever mountain you want to go. And then his insecurity is as big as Mount Everest, which is the biggest one. I miss people. I miss people too. I saw my sister today. I haven't seen my sister in 3 months. And I didn't tell her, but I wanted to stay with her because I haven't seen her in so long. So he's trash. He's not trash. He's just, I know enough to know that he's holding back for reasons that he shouldn't be holding back for. If that makes sense. If you don't like me, it's okay. I'll still love you. Oh, Frog, we love you. Yeah, he's been through a lot. So I don't entirely blame him. I just think he's scared. But unfortunately, he doesn't have time. And there's nothing I can do about it unless he doesn't have time. How much longer are you going to hold off shit? Oh my God. I hope, he watches every once in a while. She does too. That's why I said I'm in trouble with both of them. Y'all are middle-aged. The fuck? Coco, stop making me laugh. Oh, not to get off topic, but I hope that's your dog under your covers because it's moving. Oh, that's a bag, sweetheart. That's a plastic bag. Don't scare me like that. It's a bag. Hold on. Let me show you. It's a bag because I'm packing. So it is a bag. Don't scare me, girl. I asked earlier what that was. I'm hoping it's just a bag getting blown by a fan. Yeah, because I have a fan right on top. Look, there are no bugs here that I know of, but anything that moves is a bag. Because I put the black thing that's right behind it is my knee brace that I have to take with me. I don't want to take it, but I'm going to have to. And then I have some stuff I have to take because I have work to do. And I'm going to be doing work while I'm over there. So, yeah, I feel super foolish, but no, that's okay. It's okay. I was watching Ghost Hunters before this. Oh my God, that's too funny. No, hopefully I don't have any ghosts. You never know. But I don't think I have any ghosts. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've been talking for an hour and 19 minutes. I love y'all. I have to pack and I have to clean my apartment. So, yeah. I haven't watched Unsolved Mysteries. Is it any good? Because I watched the original and they have the expectations are high. I thought it was a cat. I don't have cats, but you know, MC Kelly has a picture of a cat. She was talking about how black cats don't get adopted, so she was like showing a little kitty cat. Oh my god, they're so pretty. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see y'all in, I don't know, what day is it today? The 17th, and I said I was coming back on the 28th, so in 10 days. That's the only one I'm promising. If anything happens before that, I'll see you all. I love you. Bye.